It is finally here, y'all. It is finally returned. Not no 4 episode OVA, none of that. Nanatsu no taizai has finally returned with season 2, the revival of the commandments. All right, now I'm already gonna tell y'all, if you're not subscribed to me and you don't know already, I read the manga. I am caught up. I know what's going on. I know the characters. So none of this is going to be a real surprise to me, but I promise I'm not gonna spoil anything. Now, with that being said, let's get on with this chapter. I mean, whoa, see, I've been doing the manga for so long that I'm messing up. All right, yeah, but let's do this anime review. All right, so the only way to talk about this is I have to talk about the last episode of the first season. See, that ending was different than how it went down in the manga. In the manga, it went down differently. She didn't go with Hawk and the captain and get on Hawk Mama and then go and travel to see the last remaining member of the Seven Deadly Sins. No, that didn't happen. So since that wasn't in the original, this is how they did it. Instead of doing it like how I don't know Exorcist did it and completely just like don't even mention what happened at the season finale of their first season when they go in their second season, Nanatsu no Taizai puts that as a dream. They basically give Elizabeth precognition. They basically give her a premonition of what's to come throughout the season. They basically said that yeah, King and Bon are gonna leave. They're gonna travel again, and she has premonitions that Melis is gonna fight 10 shadowed figures, which obviously are the 10 commandments. So yeah, I'm pretty sure in the manga she doesn't have any type of ability to see into the future. I don't know if I think that might be like a one-off thing, or maybe that's like an expansion of her magical power since her dad can already see into the future. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Now everything's going along with the manga, so I'm like, all right, I have no problems with that. Because that's how I thought it was gonna go. I thought they were gonna start off from where they left off, but no, it was all a dream. The last like 2 minutes of this first season was a dream. Okay, got you. Cool. Now on to the actual episode. Finally, okay. So basically, the episode has the Seven Deadly Sins about to receive medals of honor, I guess, basically for saving the kingdom. But before that happens, Bon has to talk to the captain. You know what I'm saying? Because the night before they had a party, and Bon was like, "Yo, Cap, real talk, I gotta leave. I'm leaving. Like, I gotta go." And Bon is going to the Fairy King's forest, which King says is burned down, and which we saw in the first season did burn down. So, which begs the question, why is Bon going there? For real, why is Bon going there? You see how he has the black clothes and all. It looks dope. It really does. I miss the red, but the black cloak is dope. And I'm gonna tell you, he rocks that for a minute. He rocks the black jacket for a minute. But yeah. So it's gonna be a Bon and King adventure going to the new Fairy King's forest, wherever that is. So yeah. And then you got Hawk. Hawk, everyone's favorite character, Hawk, at least mine. I didn't like him that much in the first season, but the manga he grew on me. You know what I'm saying? He plays a much more important role now, especially now that he has a little toy. You know what I'm saying? The earring that Merlin gave him, I believe was called Baylor's Eye, which is allowing him basically to see everyone's stats. It's basically a way to measure power levels. You know what I'm saying? So while at the ceremony, Hawk sees a bunch of power levels. He says all the Seven Deadly Sins appearing that is at the ceremony. He sees all of their power levels. Meliodas 3,000 plus. He has like 30, 34, 32,000. I mean 3,200. Then you got Gother. He has like 3,100. Then you got Diane. She has like 3,200. And then you have Merlin, who has, or 3125, something like Diane. I don't know. And then you have Merlin, who has like 4,700. So that's out this world, But I'm gonna tell y'all right now. This is a little spoiler, but I'm gonna tell y'all anyway. These are not definite. If you learn anything from Dragon Ball Z, these power levels are not definite. Like even Gother said that power levels, they're not like cutting. They're not indefinite. They're like it depends on the situation, how a person's feeling, what's going on. Like it has other factors involved. Okay. And while at the ceremony though, they bump uglies because you got people in the crowd talking shit. They're like, oh yeah, they don't deserve the medal because they're like criminals. We still don't trust them. They're still having doubts. And these three guys come up. Like Meliodas calls them out. He's like, yo, what do y'all have to say? I'm not receiving the medal until everyone speaks their piece. So these three guys come up. These are dudes from a far off group. They're like the weird Fang Knights, except they don't suck. And you got three guys. I think the short one is like Walio. The one with the luxurious hair, his name is Death Pierce. I think he's a Diamond Knight. Walio's like a Platinum Knight, and then the third one, which I honestly don't like. I don't care for him in the manga any more than I do in the anime. Honestly, his name is like Dog Rad or Dog Rag or whatever the fuck. I don't care. He's basically like talking a bunch of shit. He's like, yo, I know that you did this and this and that, but do you really live up to the hype? So he starts talking shit about Meliodas. When they start getting in a fight, Meliodas throws like two punches, and he's like, oh, that's it. Hendrickson and Dreyfus must have been weak or something, and he starts talking shit. You got Mr. Wall here, Mr. Magical Wall, fucking Grimm. He's like, yo, I'm about to say, because he's talking shit about his dad, and I can respect that he's still willing to stand up for his dad. But at the end of the day, like Grimm, what are you gonna do? Your magical ability is Wall. I've seen like okay, yeah, you held a demon Hendrickson. I mean, a demon Dreyfus. No, a demon Henderson. So what? Like he's not bad, but oh my gosh. Okay, anyway, whatever. Yo, so Guild Thunder holds him back though, and Meliodas, he's like, yo, I'm not sticking up for Dreyfus and Henderson for what they did, but while I knew them, they were still upstanding guys. You know what I'm saying? They were stronger than you for one thing, because they have something that you don't have. They have heart. And Meliodas, this dude, he goes for a fury of punches, like he's jeering or something. And then Meliodas, he just swats all of them with his fingers, broken easily. And then Meliodas, he comes in for one more. What's his name? Dog shit, whatever the fuck. He comes in for one more attack. His fingers are literally broken, so he can't use his hands. He's trying to like headbutt Meliodas. Meliodas, like he's Beerus or something. Like what are you doing? And then his boy Death Pierce, he's like, yeah, okay, no, we're done here. I'm sorry for this guy, honestly. And then Hawk reads their power levels. Death Pierce is at like 1900. No. Death Pierce is at like 1600, and I think Walio's at like 1700. They're around that level. And then that makes Hawk feel better, because Hawk's like, yeah, I'm not weak. It's just that Meliodas and them, they're just strange, you know? And then Meliodas has a little moment with we have a flashback, and he has this little moment with Bartra. And Bartra had a premonition of things to come, and he's talking about 10 figures or 10 shadow figures, or 10 presences that's going to be in Camelot. And once again, 10 is the magic number. So who is it going to be? The 10 Commandments. And that just gets Meliodas prepared. So Meliodas and them are going to head out to Camelot in a few, you know what I'm saying? In a minute, you know. So then, as they leave the palace from the ceremony, that's when Grimm, Guild Thunder, and Hausa, they're distraught. You know, they're like, they don't know how to feel regarding their dad, or not their dad, but Dreyfus and Hendrickson. They don't know how to feel. And then Merlin's like, yo, do you? You know what I'm saying? Like, Meliodas, like, when I knew them, they were cool. Now they're kind of shitty. You know what I'm saying? And they have a really good picture, the imagery of like when they were younger and when they were like cool and shit, and then when like now, like how Hendrickson became a demon and Dreyfus is a something. I'm not gonna say it, but y'all should know. Yeah, how they fallen. You know what I'm saying? Where they were to where they are now. You know what I'm saying? How they fall. And it really, I talk shit about Grimm, but I really feel for that man, because he just wants his dad, honestly. Like, and even I even feel for Guild Thunder, because his dad, Like his dad got done dirty, did he not? You know what I'm saying? And it's you know it's I think it's a thing that everyone can feel, because I think everyone has parents, like and if not, you have someone that you like really like have faith in. But when that faith is tested, and when you don't know about that person anymore, I feel like everyone can have some type of like emotion towards that, you know. And we got a little flashback of Dreyfus, Hendrickson, and their interactions with Grimm, Hauser, and Gil Thunder, and they were like the trio of misfits, or something like that. And it's cool getting a little bit more character for Grimm, Dreyfus, and Grimm. Actually, yeah, Dreyfus, Hendrickson, yeah, all of them, honestly. And then you got one more moment with Hawk. He's like, yeah, he's like, he checks their power levels. He's like, yeah, Gil Thunder, you're like 1900. Hauser, you're like 1600, 1700. Grimm, you're like 1600, 1700. He's like, yeah, I'm still strong though. I'm not weak, because Merlin told him he had a power level of 30, not 30,000, of not yet, maybe, who knows, of 3,000, and that blew up his head, and I'm like, oh god, yeah, and then like I'm okay, the ending of the chapter, the ending of the episode, it threw me off a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie, because it had like no setup. Like Meliodas was just talking, and then boom, Hendrickson. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? That is not how it went down in the manga. Like, I'm like, subtlety is not the name. Like, it just threw us in to when he was unleashing the demons from the seal. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? Like because Meliodas was just talking about what Bartra said, and now I'm like, and then we just get thrown into that. I'm like, whoa, hold on, I'm not ready. But yeah, we see that Henderson, he's not dead. That it's because of that little bird that we saw at the end of the first season. It kind of like carried him to this place, and it's like a ravine basically. You know, it's a sealing place of where the demon clan, the 10 Commandments were sealed. You know, so we see that he's kind of purified in a way, which is interesting. So who sealed the demon? Who sealed the demons? Meliodas had the thing, but who sealed them? If he was purified of his demonic powers, I wonder what. Maybe the goddess clan. Who knows? Yeah, but Henderson's back. Dreyfus isn't dead, so yeah, that's one thing. And he has now like a little mark on his eye, kind of like how Meliodas kind of has like a mark on his forehead as well. And he's letting Dreyfus go, but Dreyfus says Dreyfus is letting Henderson go, but Dreyfus says he's not Dreyfus though. So I wonder what's going on with that. You know, that's interesting. But yeah, last scene of the chapter of the episode, we see the 10 Commandments, and they look badass. I'm telling y'all. Don't sleep on the 10 Commandments. Some of them look a little goofy, I'm not gonna lie, but they're dope. The color patterns are different from what I thought they'd be from reading the manga for like 3-4 years. But yeah, they're dope. I'm telling you, they're dope. They're cool. And the last two, pay attention to the last two. And the first guy y'all saw, like full close up, like single shots. Pay attention to that guy and the last two guys. The short guy. Pay attention to him. Important. The guy that y'all couldn't see his eyes, pay attention to him. He's important. The guy with the mustache, pay attention to him. He's important. The guy with the bag, they're all important, honestly. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that Nanatsu no Taizai is back. And I guess we got an opening at the end, which is interesting. And the last part of the opening, you see a guy come from the sky, from the heavens, with what seems to be a weapon, like an axe, and big explosion, big fireball. I'm not saying who that is, but y'all should know. But yeah, first episode of the second season. I'm telling you, it's only going to get better. You thought the first season was dope. The second season is crazy. And the premonitions. Pay attention to the premonition that Elizabeth has. Pay attention. It is very important. I'm telling y'all. I'm not trying to spoil y'all, but I feel like I spoiled a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? It's okay. But yeah, this episode is only gonna get better. The season is gonna be great. I may not review the whole series, but only like specific episodes. But yeah, It's gonna be dope.